talk about the cardiac kids. What's up, TTC? 12th man. It's the new Rob Report. And we're here today to talk about the Seattle Seahawks come from behind 23-20 victory at Reliance Stadium in overtime. What a game. That game was, for me, it was an emotional roller coaster. We saw the very best and the very worst of the Seattle Seahawks offense and defense. Maybe not, actually. You know what? What I'll say is this. Hats off to the Houston Texans. J.J. Watt and Brian Cushing are a force to be reckoned with. That goes without saying. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, J.J. Watt is a beast. I've been hearing it. I've been watching him play. But when you see him go against your own team and see how effective he is, J.J. Watt he's the real deal. Seattle couldn't get anything going in the first half. Not a single thing going. We went down there, got a field goal early, and then that was it. The defense held on. Look, I don't want no one to talk to me about penalties. Don't talk to me about interceptions. Don't talk to me about pick sixes. Don't talk to me about terrible quarterbacks. Don't talk to me about T.J. Yates or Matt Schaub. Don't talk to me about none of that. Okay? Now, if you want to talk to me about perseverance, sticking to the plan, not giving up, making plays when you had to make them, that's what I'll talk about. Everybody's going to say, oh, it's only because Matt Schaub's not a good quarterback. It's only because of that penalty. It's only because my ass, man. Seattle hung in there for 4 quarters. Okay? We went in at the half, made the appropriate adjustments, and when the time was right, we made the plays and ended up with the victory. It's pretty much it. That's football. That's football. And anyone who thinks anything different is just fooling themselves and not being honest with themselves. We went on the road against a great team and found a way to win, bottom line. Stuck to our plan. Now, Marshawn Lynch, he had just under, what a run by Marshawn Lynch in the first quarter. I think it was the first quarter. That 48-yard run, that was amazing run. We all know what that reminded us of. I thought it was going to be another earthquake run. Yeah, that was a huge run. Russell Wilson couldn't get anything going. Russell Wilson spent a lot of time on his back with men on top of him. 3 out of our 5 starting offensive linemen were out. Michael Bowie, he did the best he could, but Russell had very little time. Very little time. And for what we had to do to win the game, I think what it does is it shows us, to me, what we had to do to win the game. We came back and won the game. And to me, shows Seattle's greatest strength and greatest weakness. Our greatest strength, I believe, or one of our greatest strengths, I believe, is derived from our greatest weakness. And that's the offensive line, not giving Russell Wilson any time. In the first half, I don't want to say he was reluctant to run, but he's trying to hang in the pocket, trying to deliver the ball. He's a quarterback, he's supposed to throw, right? He's a quarterback that can run, not a running quarterback, right? He's trying to get the passes off to his receivers, but he just had no time. Russell Wilson said, hey, he's got to take the team on his back, put the team on his back, and do it himself. That run on 4th and 3 down by the goal line was amazing. That was an amazing play. Russell Wilson made a lot of amazing plays. That toe-tapping catch by Doug Baldwin. Tell you what, Doug Baldwin is the clutch receiver. Doug Baldwin is our best clutch weapon. He doesn't make a whole lot of catches every game, but he makes the ones that count. He's been doing it all season, making catches that count right when we need them. Marshawn played well. He just had just under 100 yards. Arian Foster ran for over 100, just a little bit like 100 and just over 100 yards. Andre Johnson got his cookies. It was a good game. It was a good game. Yeah, it reminds us of the Washington game. It reminds us of the Atlanta game. that Seattle has just got to figure out how to start faster. We've got to start faster. I don't know if it's a scheme thing or what, but we got to go to Indy next week against another good team. I don't think Indy defense is quite as good as Houston, but we got to start faster. We got to start faster. Now we will be taking Bruce Irvin with us out there, and Bruce Irvin's been keeping his fitness up. So hopefully Bruce Irvin hasn't lost too much of a step. Michael Bennett getting carted off the field really hurt my feelings. As if we needed anything else to go wrong. That dude was laid up there. You can see that he was moving his extremities, but they had to cart him off like that. Turns out he just ended up straining a muscle real bad, and he probably will be playing on Sunday. So thank goodness for that. But hey, a great game. Stephen Rose, I like that you did your crow and painted your face. That was cool. Appreciate that. I don't know if you saw my video or not, but I was trying to do because Stephen Rose wearing his championship belt like a wrestler, calling himself the sexiest man alive in the universe. So I was doing my very best rock-esque impersonation to tell Stephen Rose that you are not the sexiest man in the universe, buddy. But hey, Texas played a hell of a game. We're fortunate to come out of that one with a win, and if anything, that's going to be those kind of wins make your team stronger. When you are down like that, you can come back and win. Could you imagine if we had come back and beat Atlanta like that? Same exact thing as Atlanta, almost the same exact thing. Except we got the kick at the end of the game to win it instead of them. That's pretty much it. A couple of days, we'll get the Indianapolis Colts hate week started. Seahawks are 4-0 for the first time in franchise history. Man, yeah, that was definitely a roller coaster for me. I was watching the game down at Qualcomm Stadium. I went there because I tailgate with a bunch of people at the Chargers games. I don't always go to the games, but I went down there. They have a beer garden where they show all the games. They had the Seahawks game on this giant jumbotron that they have in the middle of the parking lot. And I was down there watching the game, and I'm the only one there in a Seahawks jersey looking all kinds of pissed off. And all these Charger fans and Cowboy fans, sitting there drinking beer, having a good time. And I'm standing there in my Lynch jersey looking just pissed. Everybody's walking by me, not even saying that. They don't want to say, hey, how about them Seahawks? They didn't want to talk to me. Anyway, good game. Pulled it off. See you in a couple days. Go Hawks.